guest is a talented actor, and he's the star of the hit CBS crime thriller Person of Interest. Please welcome Jim Caviezel. I gotta say,
that was exciting.
Before we start, when you walked out, Kelly, this is Kelly. Kelly goes, "He's adorable," and then she runs over and grabs her mint.
Just in case. You never know. You never know when a tall, dark, and handsome stranger is going to sweep you off your feet.
That was awesome.
Wanted to be minty fresh for that occasion.
Now, you're originally from Washington, and something I found out about you, and I said, well, I think I can still like him, but you're a Seahawks fan.
Calm down. Calm down.
But the only reason I think I was like, I could like him because your brother-in-law, the Cowboys, he worked for the Cowboys, and now I got a problem with him.
Calm down. Everybody calm down.
But do you get along with him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. He's from Washington, too, you know.
I need a Cowboys.
Michael, if you had a son and he played for the Dallas Cowboys, would you root against him?
It depends on if he played the Giants. You're not going to get a normal answer.
You'll never get a normal answer.
I'm not normal.
But you were an athlete. Didn't you play basketball?
I did. 17 years, day in and out. I was watching a football life on you, and the commonality of that is are you going to quit? And in the area I grew up, beautiful area. We have a lot of tulips in Mount Vernon, Washington. But, you know, you were going to work the bulbs in the summer, or you're going to play basketball, and I opted to play basketball. And came to Hollywood, and I was that thing inside of you. You know, you played for 17 years. Is you know, you want to quit. It was really tough.
Now,
wow.
did you meet anybody in Hollywood who influenced your career and influenced your journey?
Jimmy Stewart.
Oh wow!
Oh, of course. I mean, that's a good influence.
Yeah.
Did you meet him?
Yes, I did.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I was a waiter. I had about $300 in my pocket, and got a job, and they were very clear with us. You know, if you talk to any of these movie stars, some of who I've worked with since, but you know, this time they were like, you talk to them, you're fired. And so I was passing out the champagne, and saw him walk by, and I knew a lot about him. I applied to the U.S. Naval Academy 3 times, didn't get in, and I was still contemplating whether maybe I should go back and try to do that because this acting thing wasn't working out. So I went over and I thought, well, I'll get fired for talking to Jimmy Stewart. Went over, said hello, got him a drink, and we started this long conversation. He was a brigadier general. And the long part of the story, or the short part of the story is the guy looked over and he's like, "You're gone." And I thought, well, it's all right. He saw the guy look at me like, "You're out of here." And he says, "Young man, you make good movies.
You'll make good movies.
You make good, whatever you do, you make good movies." And so every few months I'll go by his house and say hello. Before I got the Thin Red Line, it was the break of my life. I went to say goodbye to him. He died while I was making it, but I gave him a card and thanked him for everything. And in my mantle at home, I have It's a Wonderful Life on my mantle.
What a story. I tell you what.
We have to regroup because we all have the chills from that story now.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Jim's going to tell us about the biggest challenge of shooting his show, Person of Interest, in New York City. So stay right there. More with Jim Caviezel, everybody. Wow.
Hands behind your head.
Detective? You okay?
Escort these clowns to the ER. Get the drugs and money to evidence. Gotta go.
Sir, don't you need to file a report? Firing your service weapon.
It wasn't my weapon.
That's Jim Caviezel in Person of Interest. So good. What is it like? I'm sort of, because I used to shoot a TV show. We were talking during the commercial break in New York City. What is it like for you shooting a procedural, if you will, in New York? Because I think the cops must, they must love you.
Well, I'll tell you, when we're shooting out here in New York, you've got, it could be 50,000 people watching at any given time.
Yeah.
And I just try to think, well, at least they're fans of the show.
Of course, yeah.
But it goes back to the basketball where you're shooting a foul shot and people are trying to get you to miss,
right.
And you've got that going on. You got paparazzi, and those guys really want you to miss.
Right. It's funny, do you ever have anybody that when you shut down the street, they don't care? They've got to get to the office,
Sure.
So they walk in the middle of your...
Yeah,
so
all
funny.
the time. I give them a kiss usually, though.
Yeah.
So don't you all go do that now.
Now you created something, because people are going to come out there just to get a kiss.
We need to figure out where they're shooting next, lady. Yeah.
And one quick question here. There's a lot of stunts and stuff on the show. Do you do your own stunts? Because you're very athletic.
Yeah, I'm not like you. I do.
Thank you.
This is a professional stuntman who Hall of Famer.
Thank you.
We have to show him your stuntman. Where's Michelle? Michelle, come. No, we just want to show you. This is
my body double when I do stunts.
This is Michael's body double and his stuntman.
I was lucky. When I was playing ball, I would get in a lot of scraps, and that's what happened. When you go out and play in the street and different things, and there were no referees, so you kind of have a gentleman's kind of thing going, or it got out of hand. So after a few times, I had my jaw broken. I had my head fractured. My dad got me into martial arts when I was a kid, and really that gave me the confidence where I wouldn't have to get into that. And who would have thought that I would have gotten into acting,
Well, it's paying off now.
We're glad you did.
Paying off now. And the show is Person of Interest. Season premiere tomorrow at 10 p.m. on CBS. Make sure you check it out. Jim Caviezel, everybody.